Hey guys, it's Toby here. I just wanted to do this video because I saw in the Inner Circle, which is part of the online recovery program, we have a new member who asked a question yesterday, which was, how do I force myself to fall asleep at night? I've got a really good routine in the mornings, but my nighttime routine is terrible. I can only fall asleep if I take sleeping tablets, and I constantly have to force myself. And she basically asked, how can I force myself to get to bed? And so I thought I'd just do this video to not only help her, but to also help any of you who are struggling with forcing yourself to go to sleep. Firstly, forcing yourself is probably not the answer, which is good news for you. So you don't have to force yourself, don't feel like you have to beat yourself up because you can't sleep. A couple of things that we need to cover, there's probably like 5 key points with this. The first point is, you've got to look at what you're doing throughout the day. If you're resting all day and you're sleeping throughout the day, or at least you're resting and not doing anything, it's very hard for your body to know what time it should fall asleep, because it gets confused because it's kind of in a sleepy state most of the day. And so the most important thing you can do in the mornings is actually see the light, actually go outside and see the daylight, because that will wake you up. That'll give you, it'll bring on a hormone called serotonin, which is kind of your daytime awake state. And that's really brilliant, because when you do that, it wakes you up, and it's better to be outside, or at least to see the daylight, to feel awake and to get your body into a rhythm that says, okay, it's morning now, I should wake up. And it's not going to feel good to start with. You're still probably going to be tired, you're still going to probably feel fatigued, but it's better than like staying completely in dark rooms and things like that won't be that useful for you. The second thing you want to look at is activity. Now, obviously, if you've got chronic fatigue syndrome or fibromyalgia, you don't want to push yourself past your limits. But what you can do is just do small amounts of activity throughout the day and break it up. Especially if you're not in my program and you're kind of just doing this on your own, one of the things you can do is just break it up. Just literally like break up your day, add in a few activities that you can do, whether that's just sitting on the couch or reading a book or listening to a podcast or doing some stretches or going for a little walk or whatever you do, whatever plan you have right now. Obviously stay within your means. But if you do that, it might actually help you get to a good place of tiredness at night time. I know for me, if I don't do anything throughout the day and I'm just like kind of in rest mode all day, I'm restless and I can't sleep. But I know that if I'm doing stuff throughout the day, I'm using my mind and my body, my brain and my body, by the end of the day, and you want to feel this way, by 7 o'clock when it starts to get dark outside, you want to start to feel sleepier. You want to start to feel tired. And that's brilliant, because then you can go to bed at an early time. So that's just another tip there that you can literally do on your own is, obviously aim for good tired. Don't be afraid of good tiredness. But you've just got to make sure that you are doing activity throughout the day, again, within your means. Obviously keep it within your means, but that'll help you get a better night's sleep. The other thing is not forcing yourself. I found personally with myself is doing things that are really useful. So for me, what really works well is noise blockers. So obviously just like ear plugs. I like the gel ones. You can buy them from the chemist. They're pretty inexpensive and they're reusable. And that's really cool. Blocks out noise. The other thing is I wear an eye mask, which is brilliant because it blocks out light. Air temperature is really important. You want to sleep in a cooler room than a hotter room. So leave your window open if you can, that will help. And, just things like, is your doona too heavy? Just get comfortable in your own sleeping environment. The other key tip is that your bedroom is for sleep only. So if you're resting throughout the day, try not to rest on your bed. Go and rest on the couch or outside of your bedroom. That will really help too, because you want to associate your bedroom with sleep. Sleep, sex, and that's about it, if you're doing that with your partner. or whoever. So that's really important too. So make sure your bedroom is really only for sleep and sex. You know, and again, you don't want to use your bedroom for watching TV or just resting, because then you start to, you know, associate, your brain starts to associate, all right, well, this place isn't just for sleep. So that's really important too. And the last thing I'll add is whatever calms you. So the other thing is obviously staying away from electronics at nighttime. If you are on electronics at nighttime, get some blue light blockers, which is just like some glasses. I think you can get them for $20 online probably. And that kind of really helps dim the brightness on your phone, and it will help you feel more asleep. And same thing with lights. You don't want really bright lights on in the evening. You want to kind of start to dim it, just like as the sun goes down, you know, it's dark outside, and you kind of want to match that, what can I say, match that environment. And yeah, this is a longer video than I thought it would be, but one other thing that I can actually say that really is useful is calming music. So things, you know, yeah, things like classical music or slow piano, things like that. Put your phone on airplane mode, but listen to that kind of music. I find that can really put me to sleep too. So there you go. There's a few key tips that can help you fall asleep. Again, you want to get to good tired. If you are sleeping in the daytime, try and wean your sleep backwards before 2 p.m. You know, you don't want to sleep much further than 2 p.m. in the afternoon, because then your body is totally awake in the nighttime and doesn't know what time of day it is. So if you are to sleep during the day, sleep between the time frame of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. If you're sleeping within that window. And obviously, as you get healthier and stronger, try to sleep less throughout the day. You know, the more you can just have a normal wake and sleep cycle, the better you will be long term. I know it's hard and it's not easy to start with. Don't expect it to be easy, but once you start doing that you'll find that really useful and helpful with your sleep. So I hope that helps, guys. Obviously, you want to get up at the same time most days, unless you've got, you know, a cold, flu, or you know, other illness that you need to completely rest. But otherwise, try and get up at a suitable time each day for you. And again, wake up, go and see the light as soon as possible. Expose yourself appropriately. Like, you know, don't overdo it. Just take your time. Yeah. We've got a comment here. I've been sleeping around the clock for the past 5 days. This is a full-blown crash. It's been a while since I had one this bad. So when you're in that state, then you just need to rest and listen to your body. Just be smart about it. And then once you start to feel a little bit better, you might feel a little bit irritable because you've already got some energy back. Then just start to do things slowly again. Start to do a few things around the house and whatnot. Shauna says, we've got one more comment. I've started getting up with my puppy. She's my little alarm clock. It's made such a difference to my energy and fatigue. See? So that just goes to show how important having a puppy is, first of all. They're pretty awesome. I've got a pup. Well, she's not a pup anymore. She's 1 year old, but she acts like one still. But just how important routine is, and how amazing that is for Shauna, who's just commented in there about how much this routine for her has helped with her energy levels and fatigue. So there you go. I am absolutely stoked on all you guys joining. So there are my sleep tips for today. Hope that helps, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.